There are a few articles floating around that I anticipate will pick up a lot of traction among the average person. While I could be wrong, I still think they're worth addressing for future reference. They mention how Chattanooga, Tennessee recently upgraded its network to fiber optics, boasting blazing fast internet. A common theme in these publications is the politically supportive argument. Chattanooga's new network was funded by federal stimulus. In short, the writers argue that this is a prime example as to why government investment is beneficial, and honestly, it seems most people will probably agree. They'll agree for the obvious reason that everyone wants fast internet. Few will actually dispute the benefits of a fiber optic network. It's important to first take note that $111 million was spent on this network. While it certainly seems worth it to do so for their boasted 8,000 megabits per second, or in more practical terms, 1,000 megabytes per second, there are still a few problems. First off, no website or server is ever going to feed you data anywhere near that fast for the next 10 years. Secondly, routers can't even transfer more than a few hundred megabytes per second anyways, until the day server hosts are willing to lose all profits to feed you more data, and the day that everyone has Thunderbolt ports having a physical cable connection to their modem. This is a massive overinvestment. To clarify, yes, the internet would be significantly faster. I'm just pointing out that it wouldn't be anywhere near as fast as they claim. When I say not anywhere near, I don't mean it lightly. Either way, it would seem Wi-Fi is the most prevalent form of accessing the internet, so physical connection is not a likely future. Another problem is that these writers are using the network as an argument that it should also be implemented in every town and every state. For the sake of argument, I'd like to reference my home state, Pennsylvania. In my state, we have a projected roughly $2 billion deficit. This network cost $111 million for one city. One. It would cost billions of dollars to establish a statewide network. My state can't even afford its roads. For obvious reasons, and I mean really, it can't be more obvious than this is a gross misallocation of resources. Another thing these articles bring up is the fact that internet-based companies are moving there. Well, duh. This isn't much of an argument. If a state just started laying money all over the streets, I guarantee you, it would attract people. Nobody is saying that government-funded perks are not attractive. People will want them. By nature, people want everything better. The irony here is that they are defending an anti-corporate article with corporate propaganda. Of course, certain companies are going to like the fact that the government will spend money on certain perks that are primarily beneficial to that certain industry. Another thing they mention is that the establishment of this new network created 1,000 jobs. I feel like it should be a given as to why this really doesn't matter, but I'll address it anyways. They created 1,000 jobs using money that they did not earn. And of course, yes, ordered work is going to require labor. That is how the world works. We must bear in mind that this is 1,000 people working on something that is arguably a massive overinvestment, thus rendering it a misallocation of labor and money. Aside from those few points, the rest is up for you to decide.